What's up? I'm Steve. Hope you're having a swell day, as they used to say back in the 50s. Well, if you're like me, you're a big Buddy Holly fan, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're like, what's the big deal? I think he died in a plane crash back in the 50s sometime, maybe with Richie Valens, but everybody's still talking about him. Well, I'm here to share 5 reasons why he was so influential at the time and why he's still so popular today, nearly 70 years later, which is just mind-boggling. So number 1, right off the bat, it's gotta be his songwriting, right? Think of Every Day in D major. Every day it's a getting closer, going faster. Just 3 little chords right there, but then the bridge goes, every day seems a little longer. Right there, he took you on this like emotional, cool journey through all these chords that were very unique at the time. You know, his That'll Be the Day that I showed you at the beginning was sort of a standard blues riff, similar to, let's say, Bebopalula. Well, Bebopalula, she's my baby. A lot of Eddie Cochran songs, a lot of Elvis, Scotty Moore and all that. It was just sort of blues-based things, the 1-4-5. Well, Buddy Holly breaks it out with a song like Every Day and gets like 7 chords in there. All right, at number 2, as a guitarist, Buddy had a pretty innovative picking style. He used rhythm guitar as a lead instrument. Take Peggy Sue from 1958, for example. It goes like this. It's an A major to D to A to E, like that, right? Well, it seems pretty simple enough, but he used downstrokes the whole time. Those downstrokes created that driving rhythm which just pushed the song forward. And then in the middle of the song, instead of doing some crazy solo, he used strumming, a little bit of upstrokes to drive this. So cool. Number 3, Buddy wrote almost all of his own music, and at a time when people like Elvis and the Everly Brothers were using pro songwriters for their biggest hits, Buddy penned almost all of his smash hits, including super creative ones like Well Alright. And number 2, Buddy was one of the main inventors of the self-contained band model. You know, I think it was 1956, 1957, he formed Buddy Holly and the Crickets at a time when a lot of people just had studio musicians that came and went. And a couple years later, the Beatles were super influenced by Buddy. They saw the cricket named the insect. They ended up calling themselves the Beatles. But the Crickets, they did such cool songs like Maybe Baby in A major. Maybe baby, I'll have you. My number 1 reason why Buddy Holly was so influential and so popular is that he was one of the first rock artists to experiment with overdubbing, you know, double track vocals and studio layering. Les Paul and Mary Ford had done that before. He wasn't the first, but he was one of the best. Check out this song that you may not have heard called Wishing. It's amazing, and I'm gonna overdub my voice on top of it. Ready? Wishing that I could see you every day. Go. 5 reasons why Buddy Holly was so amazing and so cool. And aren't those songs great? They totally stand the test of time, and they're a blast to play on guitar. I've got a bunch of his lessons here. I'm going to do a bunch more, so I'd love to see you around the channel. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you later.